Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Arrow. So excited that it's back now. Great episode last 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago I think it was. And that was Heir to the Demon, and now we're to the next episode right after that whole Winter Olympics hiatus. But before I start talking about this episode, just want to give you guys a little update. I actually have two contests going on right now. One on Comic Frontline, so it's a group contest. We reached 500 subscribers, so we are giving away a Green Lantern statue. So if you want to find out more about that, that'll be annotated. And also, I have a contest going on my channel where I actually have a DVD with me. I have giving away this DVD and some other comic book stuff that I'm not going to show. But check out that video too, so that'll be annotated. But let's talk about Arrow this week. I was looking really forward to this episode. First of all, hiatus time. Black Canary is part of the team again, which is great. Well, again, for the first time. But yeah, we're adding more people to the Arrow team. And particularly, I do like that. I like when we have a cool group coming together, and I like when everyone finds out the secret of these superheroes. Once they're gonna find out anyways, you know that's gonna happen. But with this episode, it is the return to Sarah, a little bit more of that aftermath, and Felicity feeling a little left out because of it. And our main villain is the Clock Master, I think his name is. Or Clock King. And that's actually played by Robert Knepper. I actually had the chance of interviewing him for Mob City at New York Comic Con this year, and he's an awesome guy, and I loved him in Heroes, and he's an awesome actor. And I gotta say, usually I don't like the villains in the episodes, unless they're like the main villain, like, you know, the Dark Archer or Deathstroke. They're awesome. But usually these one-shot villains, I'm like, they're okay. But the Clockmaster, Clock King, was actually pretty cool. I really like Robert Knepper's performance with it. I like that it's Felicity's arch nemesis. He was a cool villain here. And this was actually a one-shot villain, I will say, I actually liked, and hopefully we'll see again, especially for Felicity. So let's talk about Felicity. She is the main character, obviously, for this episode. It's kind of her episode. Felicity's feeling left out. She's trying to fight, and she's doing this. I love that. She can't fight. She doesn't know how, but she's trying. She wants to be kind of like Sarah in a way, or show that she could hold her own. And obviously the computer thing, she's like, oh, of course I can do that, and then the computer blows up because the Clock King is better than her, or at least going against her, which has never happened on Arrow. She's always been better than all these other people. So she's trying to find her worth, and she does in the end. And one of my favorite things, everyone's talking about their wounds, like Sarah's like, yeah, this is from a grenade. And Oliver's like, I never had a grenade, and I didn't get a scar from that. And Felicity says, I got a scar once because I had to fix my teeth. And Sarah's like, oh, that's cute. So finally we get to see Felicity gets her own battle scar. I won't spoil it, but I like that that ending. I thought that was really cool, and her, you know, starting to go in the field a little. I like that. I hear she's going to be trained soon, so it's nice to see that she should be in the battlefield a little bit more. I don't want her to be the next Black Canary, you know. I like her as the Oracle, but let her fight her own too, but not by saying, hey, I can do all these magic tricks by not even learning. She is learning, and she wants to be in the field a little bit more and be in the action a little bit more. So I liked how they approached that a lot in this episode. I thought this was a great Felicity-driven episode, and again, the villain was great for her. Good episode. We also get to see a little bit of the Moria and Oliver, Thea stuff. Now, Thea, of course, is never a main part of the episode. She always walks in and walks out, which is a shame. I always talk about that. I want to see her more active, and it seems like with some photos I have seen for the future, she will become more active. I saw this one on Willa Holland, who plays Thea, on her Instagram, her and Deathstroke in the same room, and it looks like she's captured. So it seems like we're going to get more of a Thea story. It's just been taking a really long time to get there. But next episode looks really good to see the Queen family in jeopardy, and hopefully get some Thea story too. Maybe learn that she's Malcolm Merlin's daughter. That would be great, because that story's going a little bit too long. But yeah, get Thea into the act. And again, she's been a little pushed to the side here. Another person pushed to the side was Roy. The second episode in a row where Roy has been in the Arrow, you know, hasn't been in the Arrow Gate, but has been accepted in the Arrow team. It's really weird not to see him in this episode. It seems like with promotional pictures I've seen for the next episode, he'll finally be in the Arrow team, but 2 episodes, that's kind of Weird. I guess because we had to get Sarah situated, but maybe we should have had Sarah situated a little earlier in the season and then deal with the Roy stuff. That's honestly the only thing I didn't like about this episode. It was very like, where's Roy? I kind of want to see him. Also I want to talk about Sin. I really like the connection between Sin and Sarah in this episode, because we find out a little bit of how Sin and Sarah are connected, and it feels a lot like the comic book, because Sin and Dinah had a really good relationship. She was adopted, and it felt that like that tone, and it felt like a really cool relationship. And I love the hug that she initially gives Sarah when she sees her. So really like the interaction between Sin and Sarah, and I feel like has been a little bit forgotten since Black Canary was introduced all the way in the beginning of season 2. What else happened? Let's talk about Laurel and Sarah. That was actually a big part, the Lance family, and I think this episode was very impactful because of what we got from the heirs to Demon. I think if I didn't get that flashback of the Lance family, I wouldn't have felt so much of Quentin and Dinah wanting to be back together. I wouldn't have felt that emotion. I'm like, I really want to see these two together. But you felt that emotion because you think back, it's like, yeah, they were a happy family. They were making chicken and not ordering pizza. But as always, the Lance family is never actually happy. And they do fight a little bit here, but Laurel is finally figuring out herself because Oliver has a conversation with her and saying, you know, I'm done. You keep blaming everyone else, but it's your fault. You have to figure this all out. And Laurel's finally understanding, yeah, maybe I should figure this all out. So she's going to AA meetings now, and she does hug it out with Sarah. So I'm really looking forward to see where that sisterly bond goes. And I really like the different connections that were made in this episode. You know, some connections we really haven't seen in a while, like Felicity and Dig, like Sin and Sarah, Sarah and Laurel. I also love how Quentin kind of plays Commissioner Gordon in this episode, where he's like, all right, guys, let's huddle up. This is what we got to do. Now let's go and attack the clock master, clock king, whatever his name is. So I like that kind of Commissioner Gordon moment we had in this episode. But overall, even though I wouldn't say this is a filler episode, because there's really good character moments here, and even though I would say it doesn't progress the overall story, this was a really cool one-shot type story that progressed a lot of character moments here. I'll give this a 4.5. I really like this episode, and I really can't wait for the next episode because I hear it's a humongous episode, and already seen promotional photos with Slade. Let's just talk about the ending first. Slade is now encountering Oliver, so him wanting to attack the Queen family, it's getting to the end now, so a lot of great things to look forward to Arrow. I love this show, and it keeps getting better and better. Really cool episode, and again, really cool character moments, and I can't wait to especially see Laurel and Sarah kind of interact more in that Birds of Prey episode, which is coming in, I think, about the middle of March, so it's coming pretty soon. But hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and The Right Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page and tell me what you guys thought in the comments below about this episode of Arrow, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.